Welcome back. Still tuned in to News and Views with myself, Salailo Makwedi. The time is 20 minutes before the top of the hour, and we're going to be switching gears now, I think, to a very, very important conversation with our friends at Islamic Relief South Africa. As the days, well, the blessed days of Dhul Hijjah approach, Muslims around the world are preparing for Eid al-Adha and the sacred act of Qurbani, a powerful symbol of sacrifice, compassion, and most importantly, devotion. Islamic Relief South Africa plays, I think, at this point, we can all agree, a very, very critical role during this time by ensuring that Qurbani meat reaches some of the most vulnerable communities, both locally and abroad. And joining us now is Aadila Sirkhoth. She's the regional fundraising coordinator at Islamic Relief South Africa, to tell us more about this very, very important campaign and the program that they'll be embarking on, and most importantly, how you can get involved. Aadila, jazakallah so much for joining us. Always a pleasure having you on Salam Media. How are you?
Assalamu alaikum, and thank you for having us again. Alhamdulillah, we all well, keeping warm.
No, definitely. I hope you're keeping warm. Many of our listeners are, familiar with Islamic Relief South Africa's Qurbani program. We have ads on it. It feeds millions and millions of people from every part of the world, and also here in South Africa. Every year during this time, for those who may not know about the important impact of this program, will you please give us more insight about it? What does it entail and what it is all about?
Alhamdulillah, with the mercy of Allah, and thanks to the support from our donors countrywide, we were able to serve more than 3 million people across the world through our Qurbani program last year. And this includes about 45,000 people in South Africa. For many families who receive Qurbani, the meat packs after Eid, it is one of just a handful of items in the year that they are able to enjoy fresh, nutritious meat. As we know, amid struggling economy and the cost of living, food security remains fragile in South Africa and in many other countries across the world. Our Qurbani program is just one of many ways that we strive to address poverty and hunger in the under-resourced communities.
No, definitely. And I think we all know, I think at this point, its importance and the impact that it has. Islamic Relief works very, very, very hard to ensure that, the meat that is provided through the Qurbani program is of the highest quality. You guys make sure that you tick all the boxes when it comes to that regard. Can you tell us a bit more about, how you go about doing this, the checks and balances, that you guys have to meet to make sure that this program becomes a successful one, and it becomes one that, again, provides, the highest quality of meat to those that are most vulnerable in our societies?
As Muslims, as believers who are called to love for our brothers and sisters what we love for ourselves, Islamic Relief facilitates the best possible Qurbani offerings. We adopt high quality standards when selecting the animals that we sacrifice, including assessing their health, their age, their weight, which we translate into the amount of meat which could be yielded from one Qurbani. We also make sure every effort is to reach some of the most vulnerable communities, which are often located in particularly remote areas that have been affected by conflict or disaster. Our high quality standards, coupled with our mission to transport meat to hard to reach areas, do tend to incur significantly higher costs. However, we are collaborating with local suppliers within the countries where we facilitate these Qurbanis, and this cost also helps us to support the local economies.
Mm, 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 I want to talk logistics. How much does it cost to give Qurbani through, some to give Qurbani through Islamic Relief South Africa, and most importantly, how can our listeners get involved? Whether they're donating online or through some other channels that you guys have made available.
So the cost of Qurbani with Islamic Relief ranges from 1,300 Rand to 6,980 Rand. It just depends on the animal and the cost of livestock in that particular country or local area where the Qurbani will be carried out. Listeners can obviously follow us on Instagram to be notified as soon as our Qurbani 2025 prices and campaign goes live. They can also keep an eye on our website, which is www.islamic-relief.org.za, to learn more about our Qurbani campaign this year and the countries which we will be distributing Qurbani in, inshallah. And then the public can donate through Islamic Relief. They can when public donates through Islamic Relief, they can be rest assured that their Qurbani is of the highest possible quality, and that the source of relief and comfort to families who are hungry or experiencing financial difficulties, that this meat will be reaching them.
Very, very important. And just in closing, beyond Qurbani, Islamic Relief runs many, many vital programs throughout the year. How does this campaign connect with your broader work in South Africa and globally? What other campaigns are there that our listeners can get involved in?
Look, we have ongoing projects like our orphan sponsorship program. We have disaster relief. We are in all countries all throughout the year, not only during Qurbani. We're doing food packs or relief in those areas, especially in Gaza. So you can donate, and also, like I said, on our website all the information is on there, as well as everything that we do in South Africa or in the region. We do post on Instagram, whether we're collecting funds for Yemen, Syria, Gaza. All our fundraising activities do go up on Instagram. So the listeners are more than welcome to please follow us to get more insight of where we're working throughout the year and what we're doing in aid of those campaigns and projects.
Oh, definitely. Aadila Sirkhoth, Islamic Relief South Africa community fundraiser. Always a pleasure chatting to you. I hope you're keeping warm. Winter is happening, and you look like you're freezing a bit.
I'm okay, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Jazakallah so much, Adil Sirkhoth. Yeah, you can get involved with Islamic Relief South Africa. Their website is on our screen right now, www.islamic-relief.org.za. They've embarked on a very, very important campaign from sacrifice to sustenance, essentially. And they plan to bring a lot of relief, using Qurbani to the needy, something that they do almost every year. Well, since I've known the organization, they've been going about it, and they've been going about it really, really well. Not just here in South Africa, but also internationally. Also, they've been reaching some of the most needy of people that you can think of. Whether it's on the continent, Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe, every country that you can think of that really, really needs a helping hand. Islamic Relief has been there, and now you can assist them. You can be part of the change that they're making by, donating as little as you can. I think Aadila mentioned an important part that, the economy is really not doing that great. There's high food insecurity in South Africa. There's issues of donor fatigue, and, a lot of you guys feel like you've given so much more and there isn't a lot to give anymore. But at the end of the day, there are people that need a helping hand. Whatever that you deem as little, to them it means quite a lot. So yeah, get involved, make a change, be part of an institution, a reputable institution, I should mention, like Islamic Relief South Africa, and make a change. I think the world needs it now more than ever, and you can be a part of it. We're going to take a quick break. News and views will continue after this.